Hey there guys, what is going on? Welcome to your Longshot and Gold Camo guide for Echelon in Season 5. Now this map is basically designed for getting camos on. As you can see, already we are looking at one of the best Longshot spots in the game. You just see across that corridor there, absolutely insane for long shots. There's just so many different angles on this map where you can just easily get those long shots, get those gold camos done. And there's a lot of other stuff for you to hide behind so you can work on easily getting those cover kills as well. Just before we do get into it here, make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on. I do very much appreciate it, and it really does help me out. Of course, we are looking for 6,000 subscribers very soon and 10,000 by the end of the year, and if we could achieve that milestone, that would be absolutely massive. So let's go over some long shot numbers here. The LMGs, the assault rifles, and the tactical rifles, the long shot distance is a lovely 41 meters, and if we were to visualize what 41 meters is in this game, use the ping tool, that's 45 meters away to that brick wall there, so just keep that distance in mind. For the SMG category, it is 36 meters for a long shot, and that looks a little bit like this. We just sort of back up a little bit. That looks a little bit like this distance, so from here to that window up there. The sniper is 51 meters, which is fairly long, but on most maps, you really can just get that done fairly easily. As you can see, the ping on the back wall there is 74 meters away, so long shots with snipers, very, very doable on this map as well. A pistol is 25 meters, which depending on what you are using, if it's the Marshall, it's going to be a little bit tricky, but for the most part, other pistols are going to be very, very easy to get this done. And then we round this off with the shotguns, which are 14 meters, which again, depending on which one you are using, can be a little tricky. That is that distance there. So my number one tip for getting the long shots and of course the cover kills, getting gold camo, really all you have to focus on is playing on a hardcore. You can just jump into hardcore, jump into Echelon if you get lucky. I mean, there isn't the Echelon 24/7 playlist, which is a little unfortunate, but it is what it is here. If you do manage to get on Echelon, you can really focus on those long shots and those gold camos. Again, another tip would be, of course, to use the ping tool to find distances on these maps. Really, really easy to just sort of ping and find out exactly how far people are going to be away. And then that's all you have to do, really. So if we were to talk about some fantastic spots on this map, of course, you cannot start without talking about this spot here. This little sniper's nest thing is so powerful for getting these long shot kills, man. Like pretty much all the way across there, you're going to get a long shot kill on literally anybody who is in that spot there, in the window there, even sometimes, depending on the weapon class you're using, into the B flag there. You're probably not likely to get one down there. You might be able to get an SMG sort of hit a little jump shot, but again, the distance is kind of iffy. Again, if we take a look sort of across this way as well, if we can get up on this little ledge, you can see all the way back there, and that is 37 meters away. So depending on what class you are using, you can get a long shot there, but it's not super reliable if you are using an assault rifle or an SMG. It sort of depends. But again, the main area you do want to focus on is this spot here. Basically, you can sit in that window there, or you can sit up here and just basically shoot people who are walking across here, as this is super common. There is a spawn back there. There's a doorway from the spawn also behind that little brick, and then behind that as well. So if you just wait here, just aim down sight, get a long ass scope, and just wait for people to come to you, you're going to get plenty of long shots here. Again, I'm just going to show this on the reverse angle. Again, you can see pretty much all the way back into there apart from the right hand side because it is blocked off by that little box there. But for the most part, there is a door there. There's the door behind that brick, and of course there is up there, but also people do come from that way as well. So you are very, very likely to get a long shot kill on somebody who is there. That is 67 meters away, so pretty much anybody across there is a long shot kill, which is a really, really nice target to aim for. Another spot where you can get semi-reliable long shot kills is, of course, this distance across here. This is 46 meters away to that box. If you are standing right up against this, you can just wait for people to peek out, and eventually, so if we put the marker there, we will run across here and we'll test this distance out here. As you can see, we sort of get 30 meters away, so 36 meters for an SMG. And if we come back here, if you're just sort of poking your head up on here, that's 47 meters away. So that is a long shot kill distance on that side. But again, it is probably better to be standing over there as you're not open, not exposed. There's no flank to hide behind. You're really just sort of covered a little bit better from over there. And this is more common than people just sort of standing over there. So just keep this in mind. This is the position you want to stand over there on the marker and shoot towards this bit because people come on this flank all the time. Another one where you can get some pretty decent long shot kills is basically standing back here. If we ping the desk, you can see that that is 45 meters away, so the distances can be a little iffy here, but if you're just waiting, got a big long scope on, you're playing hardcore, if somebody does run behind this desk out that side, you're very likely to get a long shot kill. Unless you are playing with a sniper, you might have to sit a little bit further back, which can be tricky, but if you just sort of wedge it, okay. Oof, oof, oof. If you just sort of sit back here and just wait for people to come out, you should be able to get it done with the sniper as well, but it is more reliable with something like an assault rifle or something like that with just that distance there. Again, you can use the reverse angle here. It is a little trickier, as there is a lot more cover in there. There's just not as many spots for people to sit on, and really you are going to get into gunfights with people who are trying to do the same thing as you. So just keep that in mind. But again, you can actually just see that pillar back there that we were hiding behind, which is that thing there, which if we sit back here, that is a decent distance away. That's not too bad, but again, Can be a little tricky to hit shots sometimes on here if you're ducking in and out of this. It's not super reliable, but you can still get a decent long shot here. Another place where you can get fairly consistent long shots, again, it's not super reliable as some of the other spots on this map, but again, if you just sit back here and wait for people to run out of the spawns, so as we talked about, the spawns and of course the ways to get across this map are that door there, the door on the other side of that building, and that door there. So if you sit back here and you can just wait for people to peek across, run across the entirety of the map trying to get towards the middle, you can just sort of tap them. It's a little tricky to get a 3-shot kill on people from back here, so that's why you want to play on hardcore. But if you do see someone, little tap on them and they will die and you will get a long shot kill. If we do look at the middle part of the map, you can get the occasional long shot kill with an SMG in this particular position here, waiting for people to sit in the box. Depending on where they are exactly in that box and how far you are moved back, if you sort of sit a little further back against this little bit of railing here, you can actually get a decent amount of long shot kills on people, and you can shoot through the metal railing there, so just keep that in mind. You can get some kills here. It's not super reliable, but it can get done. Again, depending on where you are sitting, you can sort of manufacture some long shot kills from down here. If you're using like a pistol or something like that with a decent like damage number, something like a 1911, you can actually get a decent amount of long shot kills on this distance, and of course the other side as well. You basically just have to sit on this platform and wait for people to walk into here, which is super common. But again, it sort of depends on your weapon class, depending on whether you're going to get a long shot kill from this distance. Another place you can get this done is, of course, back here. Now, this isn't super common or super reliable, as this isn't a highly trafficked area of the map. But again, if you are looking and waiting for people to peek around that corner there, get a nice precise ping on them, you just wait back here, and that is 46 meters on that corner there. So again, this is a spot where you're going to get a semi-reliable kill. A lot of people don't usually come on that flank there and run all the way back down here, so it can be a little boring if you're just waiting here for people to walk into you. But again, if you're here and you find yourself here and there's a person there, you get a kill on them, you're probably going to get a long shot kill there, so just keep that in mind as well. Again, as I said before, this particular gap here across this long walkway is really easy and super reliable to get those kills. Again, you can pretty much see all the way across the map, and this works on the other side as well. So you don't necessarily have to be up in there unless you have a sniper. But again, just sitting down here, waiting at that door there, waiting at that door there, and of course, behind that little box there, that is somewhere you can definitely get long shot kills. So just keep this in mind. You don't have to be in the nests. You don't have to be in the sniper's nest up there, in the room up there. You can actually just be down here getting those kills as well. Again, depending on your weapon class, you usually are going to have to use a pistol for this distance. But if you do see somebody up there, you're playing in hardcore, you shoot through the thing, you might end up getting a kill here. This distance is a little short for SMGs and assault rifles, but with pistols, you can definitely get the job done here if you are looking for a long shot at this particular spot here. Another spot that is going to be semi-reliable, it sort of depends on the situation you find yourself in. Occasionally, you will just see people sitting in spawn, just AFK minding their own business, and you can usually manufacture a long shot kill on those people. Sometimes people do spawn there, but sometimes people spawn in that corner there as well. So if you just ping them, you actually can find the right distance to sort of wait and just sort of shoot people like this. It is fairly rare to see people just AFK and spawn, but again, if you do see people who are just not doing anything, minding their own business, you can usually just manufacture a long shot kill on them. Again, the reverse angle of what we showed earlier on the little platform there. Again, you can see the doorway, you can see the window, you can see anybody who is running across this little platform here. Again, the distance is very similar to what we have featured previously. It's about 50 odd meters away, so long shot kills across this corridor, very strong. In terms of cover kills, again, this is really easy on most of these maps. You can really just see exactly where you're supposed to stand and hide behind. If people are taking cover from you, you're probably doing a good job in gunfights. Again, this room is particularly useful for something like that, as there is a lot of stuff in here for people to hide behind. Usually people will crouch behind this, hide behind this like this, crouch in and out of these boxes, in and out of these chairs and stuff, and this all counts. If you kill people who are on stuff like this, so if they're hiding behind that desk, for example, that is an easy cover kill. And again, there is way too many spots on this map. This one is also very prevalent as well. A lot of people do sit behind this, wait for people to come up here. But again, there is way too many spots on this map for me to cover every single spot. But again, just know, if it looks like a barrel, if it looks like somebody can hide behind it, and they do end up hiding behind it, this spot in particular as well is a lot of this stuff. If somebody is hiding behind something, you get that kill, you are progressing towards your gold camos, which is really strong. Definitely super reliable. Again, you can also see back into the spawn as well. If you need a little bit of extra distance, again, you see somebody who is just standing in spawn, again, you might have to ping them, manufacture a kill, but you can definitely get long shots like that. But again, cover kills are super easy to get usually. You just have to look at the environments that you're playing in, wait for people to get into specific situations, and just take the shot. But again, not too difficult and really easy to see on most maps. But again, that is going to be your gold camo guide for Echelon, man. This map is absolutely fantastic for getting heaps and heaps of long shot kills. And of course, definitely reliable. And you can see stuff like this, definitely reliable for getting those cover kills as well. Hopefully this did help you out and you're on your way to getting more gold camos, getting all those camo challenges done so you can get that DM Ultra, get those diamond camos that you haven't got done yet. And again, hopefully this did help you out. Make sure you do hit that subscribe button with those notifications turned on, and I definitely appreciate it. And again, it really does help me out, makes my day when I see that number go up. And of course, I will see you in the next video. Bye!